Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It seems to me that we can start. Доброе утро, дорогие коллеги. Boker Tov for him, Yakarim. Probably this was only the one that I can say in Israeli language in Hebrew, in Hebrew. So, you know that in this year our traditional conference that is held by Racurs company is in Israel, in beautiful country, and is in fantastic city Hadera. And I am very glad to see many friends that visited our conferences in different countries. And also it's a pleasure for me to see new faces here. And I do hope that we will meet new friends and new colleagues and new partners. So, and initially I would like to say a few words probably about our conference. And you know that traditionally we have synchronous interpretation, so please use your headphones, and in channel 1 will be interpretation on language that differs from language of report.
Good morning once again, dear colleagues. I welcome all of you here. It's good to see many old friends. I'm sure that I'll make new friends and new acquaintances here. More and more people are coming. Please use the simultaneous translation devices. Our conference is traditionally translated into English, and use channel 1 for the translation. And just a few words about our conference before we begin. This year we decided to change our traditional title, which was originally called... А у вас есть наушники? Не, у меня нет. Тут же мы переводим все на английский и на русский, если надо. Я забыл вам дать оборудование. Продолжайте. Первый канал включайте. Понятно. Хорошо, продолжим. I've already said that this year we decided to change over our traditional title of the conference, which was originally called From Imagery to Map, Digital Photogrammetric Technologies, and now we have changed it to a new title. Now it is called From Imagery to Digital Reality, Earth Remote Sensing and Photogrammetry, because we believe that the new title meets the current demands of our sector and industry. Traditionally, among the organizers of this conference is the company Racurs. Our company was founded in 1993. I will tell you later on what we are specializing in. And this year, among our partners of the conference in Israel is the Israeli Society of Photogrammetry and Remote Sensing, which unites specialists from this sector. And I'm grateful to this society who is helping us a lot. It is presided over by President Amat Sepileta. And the Vice President is Dr. Reisman, who assisted in organizing this conference. I must also mention the sponsors of this conference for the first time ever. The platinum sponsor of our conference was the state corporation Roscosmos. This is the major aerospatial corporation that unites all the companies from the industry who are responsible for the launches, for the piloted space exploration, and whatever is related to remote sensing. Here you will hear about the capacities of Roscosmos and the Russian space data. Traditionally, the golden sponsor of this conference is the company Digital Globe from the United States. Now they're a leading producer of space imageries of the best possible quality, and I see Mr. Alberto Lopez, who has just entered the room, who will, I'm sure, tell us about the achievements of his perfect company, and I'm grateful to Digital Globe. Now we have two silver sponsors of our conference. Among them is Phase 1 Industrial, the Israeli company. It is a global company with the headquarters in Denmark, but whatever is related to the production and processing and the promotion of aerospace acquisition equipment is produced in Israel. You can see their cameras, and Dr. Reisman and his colleagues will tell you more about them. These are the most recent cameras, the most cutting-edge cameras, which are produced by Phase 1, and I'm sure it will be very useful for you to learn about their specs, because as far as I know, Phase 1 is well known in Russia, but the most recent advancements may be lesser known, and that's why Dr. Reisman and his colleagues here will tell you everything about these cameras. I'm sure that a few companies were asking around about that. Also, another silver sponsor of our conference is the South Korean company SI Imaging Services, who are promoting on the global market the Korean satellite imagery. They have 1, 2, 3, I think 4 or 5 satellites on the orbit already. Very interesting satellites, and they are used in different sectors. The conference is also supported by the ISPRS and a few Russian societies. I must also mention this supporters of our conference among media sector. The editor-in-chief of Geo couldn't come to us this year, but anyway, the materials about this conference will be published in all the major journals. Another interesting thing, proposal for Russian participants to prepare materials for the GIM journal, which will also speak about the technologies, including technologies for our platinum sponsor. I wouldn't say that it is the largest, but by far not the smallest conference this year. We see about 40 companies are involved this year, and if we look at the pie chart of specialists who are involved here, traditionally we have many decision makers participating in this conference, but I must say that this categorization into directors and specialists would be erroneous, because fortunately for our sector, directors are also very good specialists. A few words about the agenda of this conference. First day will be dedicated to the innovations of photogrammetry and cartography. We'll speak about photogrammetry and aerial acquisition and whatever is related to photogrammetry as far as the processing of aerial imagery is concerned. Second day will be our space day. We'll speak about aerospace technologies and the processing of space or satellite images. I know that third day will be very interesting, will be full of master classes, and a few Israeli colleagues are going to attend only that day, and we'll speak about photogrammetric technologies developed by our company. And after lunch we'll have many interesting roundtables where we'll be able to discuss the development of our sector and exchange opinions. Here I'm often asked about business meetings. We always recommend organizing them on Wednesday. It will be a perfect opportunity for you to discuss things in private. And finally, a few words about our social entertainment part today, or rather tonight. We'll have a reception dedicated to this meeting tomorrow. We'll have a very interesting event that we organized for the first time ever, which is called Intellectual 3D Game and Tasting. In fact, at that entertainment event, we wanted you to learn about new interesting technologies of both our company and our partners, and most importantly learn more about Israel and Jerusalem, also about a few interesting products manufactured here or made here. So everyone is invited to this 6 p.m. event. I hope it will be interesting, and it will not only be interesting but also delicious, and you will learn many new things. People who have +1, don't forget your +1s here. I'm talking to our Israeli colleagues. I'm sure you will help us better learn things about Israel and Jerusalem, and together with us you will view technologies that we have used to show some interesting things here. And finally, gala dinner is scheduled for the third day, for Wednesday. We'll have a sightseeing tour to Jerusalem on Thursday. Here you can see the themes of the roundtables. We'll discuss cloud technologies this year, discuss the trends in the development of photogrammetry. I think that these areas, these themes are of great interest to everyone. And finally, these are the pictures of people who you can approach in the course of this conference. These are the organizers from the Racurs company. Please remember faces of those beautiful people who you can discuss any subjects. And last night, all the guests from Russia commented that Racurs specialists cannot be seen on the beach. All of them are busy working. The interpretation will be done by our colleagues Vitaly Velent and Nicholas Petrov, who have been working together with our company for, I think, 13 years, since 2004. And in conclusion, a few words about our company, because there will be also Matsapileta who will tell us a few words about the Photogrammetric Society of Israel. The company was established, as I mentioned, in 1983. We are quite old as a company working in this sector. Here you can see the main seminal points in our development. We're known on the global market owing to our photogrammetric system software. Of course, we have our own production line. We promote Russian space imagery. Here on this map you can see the distribution of our systems in the world. I like these numbers, like 80 countries, 8,000 companies and jobs for GIS systems. It's not big enough, but for photogrammetry it's quite commendable. Here you can see the picture of Matsapileta here, because in 1999 we met, and our cooperation with Israel started with the company which was headed by Matsapileta. That's when we started to sell data and our systems photomod on the Israeli market, and since then we've known each other and we're making friends. The first conference took place in Irkutsk. It was in 2000. Now it's our 17th conference already, and we're showing off the most recent version of photomod. When we speak about the photomod system and the brand photomod, we have in mind a lot of products, fully functional photomod working stations. It's a special software for the processing of UAVs and radar, satellite imageries, and some additional products. Some of them are free of charge, actually. A distinguishing feature of the products of photomod is that it can process all the imaginable data on the market, starting from unprofessional cameras and small and medium-sized cameras, which the cameras phase 1, for instance, are quickly converting to the mid-format and starting even to compete with large format cameras and also professional cameras, although these cameras are also professional. It's just that they're large format cameras of hexagon, VXL. We are processing also the data acquired from the Israeli cameras, Vision Map A3 cameras, and also we process acquired images from all the known space systems. We try to be compatible with all the known space sensors, not only American and French ones, but also Russian, of course, Vietnamese, Korean, Kazakh, and everything, whatever can fly in space, we can process it. Also, as a result of processing, you can get any kind of finished product, starting from map and ending with orthophotos and 3D models. We'll speak about it during the conference. Again, welcome everyone. Thank you very much, and I hope for a good, productive work. So let's move along in accordance with our agenda.